Hi everyone, Lisa Brown with Ink and Inspirations. I am so sorry I'm late. I was standing here at my workstation and making some cards and the time got away from me. I looked up and it was 3:59. So this is a little different than I normally do. Usually I do this on my business page, but for some reason Facebook is not allowing me to flip the camera where I can show the picture horizontally. And so anyway, I decided to try it on the group page. So I hope some of you are able to join. And if you will, tell me where you're from. I'm going to refresh my screen so I can see. And the thing with this, you can't, because it's a private group, the video can't be shared. So I will still do a prize drawing if you comment below, okay? And just tell me, I tell you what, for the prize drawing, if you will tell me what your current favorite Stampin' Up stamp set is, okay? So, and I'll post that here under the video in a little bit. Okay, I see somebody joined, so thank you. I feel like I've been in hibernation. It's been a while. Most of you know I had some dental work done, and it has really taken me a little while to feel normal. And so anyway, but I'm good, and I'm excited to be here and sharing with you today. So I'm going to give it just a second and see if somebody else pops in. So okay, this is going to be different. I think everyone's so used to me going over to my and doing it on my business page that I'm not sure if you're going to be able to find me. So I hate that, but I really wanted to be able to, when I flip the camera down, for you to see the entire work area. So I'm trying this, and it was a last minute decision. And so because I thought, well, maybe it will work this time, but it didn't. So I came over here to the group page. So anyway, I'm hoping that I have one viewer right now. So I'm just going to get started. Okay, so hopefully some more will find us and we will have a great time. Even if I'm crafting by myself, it's fun. I'm excited to share. Okay, so a couple of things. We're in the last month of celebration, and with Stampin' Up and Celebration, you can earn free product from the celebration brochure with each $50 purchase, or there's some items that are called level 2, and those are with a purchase of $100 or more. So I'm going to be using some of those today, and also tell you that Tuesday, March the 3rd, we will be coming out with the second celebration release. So there are some beautiful products that are going to be available in addition to what we already have. Now, 2 of the items have sold out, and that is the card kit and the sequins and twine die. Let me show you. Okay, so this card kit has sold out. It's no longer available. And then this sequins and the twine, okay, in the first release. So that's why, you know, all of this is always available while supplies last. And if Stampin' Up knows that they can't replenish the supply before celebration ends, then they just discontinue it. So I'm excited for you to see that brochure that I will have the link to on March 3rd. I will post it here on my business page, as well as on the, if you're part of my email list, which you should be, I'll send it in an email, okay? All right, let's see, what else? Okay, I just uploaded a file here to this group where the product coordination release is now available still till March 31st. And that will, those are while supplies last as well. There are some dies that go with the coordinating stamp sets, as well as a pack of designer paper called Pleased as Punch that we're going to be using today. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and let's go. I'm gonna be using the beautiful, love this bundle, the So Sentimental bundle today, the stamp set and the coordinating dies. And so let me see if I can just flip you around. Let's see. I'm going to do some adjusting here. You can see my messy desk. Oh, I forgot to show you something. I'll do it in a minute. Okay, so if you're just joining and tuning in, thank you. I'm glad you found me. I'm on the group page because I am not able to I'm not able to flip the phone horizontally where I can show you the large work surface, okay? So here we go. All right. So I'm here on my group page. Okay, so my husband's birthday was this week, and I had some of you request the address to send him a card, and I have this one that he got the other day from Loretta. It's a beautiful card. Love the how she's got the layers justified over here to the right. I love that look, and it's just pretty with an embossed layer right here of Bermuda Bay, and it's just so pretty with a little touch of glimmer there. And she wrote a little sweet note inside. So thank you, Loretta. Okay, so since we're not able to share from this private group, I am going to, if you will comment with your favorite current Stampin' Up! Stamp set somewhere here below the video, I'll do a drawing from those for a prize. And last time's name that was drawn, hey Kathy, thank you for watching. Latricia Chambliss is going to get these little faceted flower gems. Okay, so Latricia, I'll be contacting you to get your current mailing address. I don't think I have your current one. So anyway, thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in, Kathy, and letting me know you're here. All right, so I've got the prize, and we're going to get started here. Now, the first project I'm going to do is a card, and the sample, the original, I've already given it away. And I thought I had a sample, but, you know, I'm just going to go with it here. It's using, like I said, the beautiful So Sentimental stamp set and coordinating dies. And I'm going to start with Coastal Cabana 5.5 by 8.5. I'm just going to fold that. Yeah, that ladybug set is really cute. Okay, let's give this a good crease with our bone folder. And that's going to be our card base. I haven't used Coastal Cabana in a long time. All right, so we can set that aside. And I've got another scrap piece I'm going to be using to cut a die. And then some Whisper White for stamping. And I'm using the stamp I Can't Thank You Enough. And so I am going to stamp it in Coastal Cabana. Ink this up. And stamp. This is Whisper White. And then we're going to take one of these dies that are just so pretty. Look at these. I love these. Of course, I have a weakness for dies that have the stitched edging. Love those. They're my favorites, I think. And I'm going to use this die to cut the sentiment, and this die is going to be the backing. Okay, so I'm going to do that there. And let me go ahead and get the die cutting machine over here and cut this out. My plates are just all warped. I need to order some new ones. Okay, let's cut that out. Look how that fits just perfectly. I love that. Okay, where's my other sheet? Here it is, my other plate. So let's see here. Let's run it through. I moved it out of the way so I could get this off of here. And look at that, how pretty that is. Isn't that stitching so pretty? All right, so now I'm going to put that die away, and then I'm going to cut this label to back it. Again, I'm going to be using some of the Pleased as Punch Designer Series paper. Let's get this back in here. Turn it the right way and cut this backing out. So, let me get that out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and mount this over top. I feel like I'm in the wrong room, if you know what I mean. It's like I'm so used to being on my group page, not my group, my business page, and this is just really different, and it threw me off. Had to change at the last minute. So thank you, those of you who are watching. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside, and then I'm going to show you the rest of our little card. And so I have 3 pieces of this striped Pleased as Punch Designer Series paper. Now, love the name of this because the thing is that many of the images on the paper can be punched out with our punches. So, hey Laura. So we have the umbrellas that can be punched with the umbrella punch. The hearts that can be punched with the heart duo. And the flowers that can be punched with the small bloom punch, which I'm going to be using today, and then the tulips. So the punches work on all these different patterns, okay? All right, so I have 3 pieces of the designer paper, and these are cut at 1 inch by 5 1/4, and then this is Pool Party, 3 strips, 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. And I'm just going to mount these over top. And put them, they're the exact length of the Pool Party. So I'm just making it where I have a border at the top and the bottom. Come on, glue. I was working on Easter cards before I started the live, and like I said, I just got so involved with what I was doing. I thought, oh, I had plenty of time, and then it's like, oh, rush around and get it done. Get the phone mounted. Okay, so see, we have those 3 pieces right there. And now we're going to take the card base and I'm just going to go over top here, and I don't measure, okay, I just eyeball this, and I'm going to do the top one and the bottom one first. When I say I don't measure the space in between each strip, okay? That's just a little much for me. Okay, that's going to be good. Let me go ahead and put these on. Okay. These colors are just so soft and pretty and great for Easter or spring, any springtime card. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay, so you see how that made a very pretty background there. Okay. And then this is just going to go over top like that. And you could use gems there on the card or stones. I'm going to leave mine plain. Always needing thank you cards. And so how I'm going to finish this off is take some of this soft and great to use Whisper White. Let's see, what is it called? It's been so long. Crinkle Seam Binding. I should know that. Whew. I'm a little rusty. All right. Get this tied. This is really easy to tie. And notice I'm leaving it on the spool. That's how easy it is. So I can decide how long I want to leave the tails. If you're cutting, it's probably 10 to 12 inches, you know, and that's going to give you excess for you to trim off the edges. Okay, so then we're going to put that right there. I think I'm going to use a mini glue dot. Okay, and there's the card. So now we are going to make a coordinating bag, little treat bag. Okay, move some of this out of the way. Isn't that cute? It's just simple, and the sentiment is large enough where it just takes center stage there on the card. Okay. So for the bag, I do have the finished product. And that is right here. See, I used the same stripe, and I didn't close the top so that I could still put something in. You could use this for treats. You could use it for a gift card to a favorite restaurant if you were given the gift, and you could, if you were doing a thank you, give them both as a set, okay? So let me show you how easy this one is to put together. Let's go ahead and do our stamping. I'm using 2 more of the dies to cut these out. I've already cut out the back, and it's one of these scalloped rectangles that are so pretty. It's this size here, the second from the smallest there. And then this one, this little frame, I'm going to use to cut out the sentiment. Okay, so again, using Pool Party ink. Ink this up. Stamp on a scrap piece of Whisper White. Ooh, that's not, I got kind of messy there with that. Clean that. I'm going to try that again on the back. Okay. All right, so now we're going to cut it out. And this is going to fit just perfectly. Isn't that pretty? Okay. Thank you, Kathy. Okay. Let me get my cutting plate here, and we'll roll this through. Oh, I've got the handle on the wrong side, but it's going to work. Okay, super cute. And then I can find what I did with my little, here it is. I'm just going to glue this over top, just like that, centering it, okay? And that gives it a white, the white background stands out more against the colored layer. So I was going to just use the single layer label, and it just needed something else behind it, okay? So that's going to be ready to go. So let's move that aside and let's make our bag. Okay, so I'm going to get the dimensions here, and I'll have all these posted either here or on my blog. It's 6 by 8.5, and we're going to do some scoring. 6 by 8 1/2. And so let's get the Simply Score tool. Put the 8.5 inch side up, and we're going to score at 3, 4, 7, and 8. And then we're going to turn it. Now, if your paper had directionality, in other words, like if it had little animals and their heads were here and feet, you know, heads at the top, this is the bottom of the bag, okay? So you would want it, as you're looking at it this way, to be right side up, if that makes sense. This is the bottom, so this is 1 inch, okay? And then this is for the top, 4 1/2 and 5 1/2. Okay, now we're gonna do some varnishing on those score lines with the bone folder. And it is so weird how I'm not seeing any comments. And I know Kathy, hi Linda, hi Ann, thank y'all for tuning in. I can't see any comments on my laptop, but they're up here on my phone if I just look up. Okay, let's burnish these. And again, this paper is one of the coordinating products that's available that goes with, they coordinate with items in the mini catalog as well as the celebration brochure. And this particular pack of paper is called Pleased as Punch, rightly named because it coordinates with many of our punches. And I'm going to show you with the flowers in just a bit. Okay, let's see, make sure I got all these. Now this top 1/2 inch score, I'm going to go the opposite way with it to varnish it because of how it's going to be the very top of the bag, and you'll see in a little bit. Okay, let me get my paper snaps, and we're going to cut up and cut off some of these tabs here. So this 1/2 inch score over here on this side, there's not one over here, there's one here, and I'm going to go up to that intersecting score. This is the 1 inch score, and I'm cutting off that little tab. And on this side, which is going to be the bag top, I'm going to cut off this rectangle. So I'm going to that 4.5 inch score and cutting that off, okay? Then I'm just going to cut up on each of the score lines here. This will be the bottom. And this will be the top. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to assemble it by putting some adhesive here on this tab. And then we're going to come and just meet these sides and try to match these corners up here at the top. And I'm trying to match those stripes too, so it should match. Okay, so now this little 1/2 inch score, remember, is the top of the bag. So I'm going to put in from the bottom. Hey, Catherine, thanks for tuning in. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the side tabs, and then my seam is back here. So I'm going to fold that back side in, and then the front side is going to flap over. Just use a little adhesive. And come over to top like that. Hold it just a second. Hey, Pam. It's nice to see some of my people coming in and watching. Okay, so now that's the bottom. Then I'm going to take these two and I'm going to fold them down, okay? And that gives the bag side some stability there, okay? And then it's going to close like this at the top. Now, you can leave these sides straight if you want to like that, and I think I will on this one. On the other one, I angled them in. You see that where I just cut and angled? And I didn't put the glue dots yet, of course, because I'm going to be able to feel that. And I'm going to leave this one open as well, but I think I'm going to leave them straight for this one, just to be different. Okay, so here's the back, here's the front, and so now we can start putting some of our pretties on here. Okay, before I put this on, I am going to add some of our basic pearls. I haven't used these in a long time. They're so pretty though. And you could, if you want to, take your alcohol markers, your Stampin' Blends, and color them one of the colors to match, but I'm just leaving them white. I'm going to put one on each side. Oh, change my mind. I liked it here. Okay, got that. And then it's going to glue to this top tab, just the bottom of the rectangle, center it across the top here, and glue it to that part that bent the opposite way, okay? So I'm just going to put a little glue right here, because I know about where it was. Then take my sentiment and go like this. Okay, and so now we're going to do some punching of that paper. So let me get a strip here, and it's going to coordinate with the small blooms punch, which is somewhere here on my desk. And this is free with a $100 purchase from Stampin' Up. These are still available. And I'm going to punch out one of these here. And sometimes you have to trim your paper to get the punch in there like you want it, okay? There's one, and then I want this one. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get this in like I want it. Okay, and then I'm gonna do this pink, this petal pink one here. Okay, so see how easy that was. Love that. Okay, so let's take a little dot of glue and put it on here. Yes, Pam, it is so pretty. Perfect for spring. Those of you who have just joined, I'm having, some of you I know usually watch me on my business page, but I had to do it over here in the group because Stampin' Up. Facebook would not let me change the orientation of my video. It was going to be that narrow portrait mode on the group, on the business page. I don't know why that is, but if you're in a group, you can still flip it. So I decided to come on over here and try it. I think I may have lost some people, but they'll find me. And what I'll try to do is download this video and post it over there on the business page. Okay, so there, I just went at a little angle. So, okay, and then what I was saying is, since you can't share in a group, you know how I usually do the prize drawing? If you will comment here below the video in this group, what your favorite current Stampin' Up! Stamp set is, I'll put you in the drawing for the little prize for this week, okay? Okay, so there we have that. Isn't that so cute? I hope you like it. I just thought it was darling. Okay, so I'm taking some of the Daffodil Delight ruched ribbon, and I believe this is on back order now, but it should be available in the next couple of weeks, I think. But you could also use that white seam binding ribbon that I used earlier. I just have a ton of this, so I wanted to use it, and it will still be available, okay? It's just, you can't order it right now. I don't think. It may, I'm not sure if it's on back order status or not orderable. I looked a while ago, but my mind. Okay, so I'm going to take this and put a glue dot behind it. And just tack it on like that. Okay, there is our bag. And here is our card. Coordinating card and bag today. You could use the flip side of that paper, but I just really loved that stripe and the distressed look of it, okay? So anyway, I thank you for joining me. Remember, this is the last month of celebration, and new celebration options are going to be available beginning Tuesday, March 3rd, okay? You will see those. Thank you, Pam. You will see those. I'll have a link to the online brochure here where you can see them. Also on my business page. And if you're not on my email list, be sure you go over to my blog at inkandinspirations.com and sign up. There's a box on the side so that you don't miss anything. I do exclusive videos for my mailing list. You get the first notice of everything that's coming out special, so be sure you're on that. Also, Fable Friends, yes, that's a pretty one. I just looked at that since it's an Easter parson. Okay, and also, if you are a customer of mine or if you're looking for a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to serve you, but you still have time to earn your spot in my celebration, which will be in April, probably toward the end of the month, because I offer a special just for you, and you will have make and takes that I will do videos and post them in on a private page for you to see, and you will get everything but the stamped images to make the make and takes that I show. I will have door prizes. I will have drawings. It'll be fun. And so, yeah, honeybee, love that too. So anyway, and what all you need to do there is either you can spend $150 before shipping and tax, okay? And some of you are almost there, so you could probably need one more order before you qualify. And if you're new, you know, you can go for it and get you some good products, and also have a lot of choices for your celebration rewards. And let's see what else. Oh, and another way you can be part of Celebration is if you join my team, and I would love to have you. Currently, Stampin' Up! The starter kit is $99 for $125 worth of product, and you get a 6x6 paper sampler of a select group of papers from the mini catalog, okay? And then this little mini trimmer is included in your starter kit. Isn't that cute? For cutting small pieces. Okay, it's a little guillotine trimmer. And then you get to add a stamp set of any cost, any price, in addition to what you've already chosen for your starter kit. Okay, so if you have questions, I'd love to talk to you about it. Just email me or message me, give me a call, whatever. And anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. If I can help you, let me know. Okay, I'm seeing Linda saying the gang's all near. Yes, super cute. Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you all for sharing. Thank you all for being here and watching. And I will talk to you all again soon. Have a great evening. Good night.